since 1998. Call Carol at 896-1900 to discuss your needs or to set up an appointment. That's Carol Woodruff at Middle Tennessee Montgomery, 896-1900.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. People are really intent on something that's going to last a long time.
On our VCT commercial lines, we do Meanington and Armstrong, and we do that with a lot of hospitals, schools, any kind of commercial type building, and then we also have lots of commercial carpets that are very durable and specified only for commercial settings.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad Street next to Southeastern Tire.
This is the home team.
It's swung on. Drive, deep left, and stone. Touchdown.
Nothing but F. Inside Sports. We're always the game.
Steve Martin Construction Field Report, and now the coin toss live as it happens on the field.
Before he flips, I want to know what the visiting speaking captain is going to call. He said he's going to call heads. We're going to let it hit the ground.
Independence is the visiting
There's
team.
The heads. Is that the tails? Is that what you've got, Sergeant?
That'll work.
There's the heads.
Titans tails.
Titans are tails, okay? He's going to let it hit the ground. Go ahead and flip it, sir. What we got? We've got a head. What did you call, sir?
Head.
It's your choice.
Who wants football?
They want to receive.
So Independence has won the toss, and they have elected to receive. And that is your coin toss live as it happens, brought to you by Steve Martin Construction.
If you have the perfect lot, we can build the perfect home at Steve Martin Construction, 904-9639.
All right, John Dinkins, Independence won the toss. They elected to receive. Probably not a bad idea if you're Independence.
No, that's probably a very good idea. I think part of their game plan tonight will be trying to keep Smyrna's offense off the field tonight. You know, I think we should have told Donnie to dress up a little bit if he was going to be on the big Megatron board out there tonight.
Well, we got a
great shot of him.
Got a good shot of the Inside
Sure
Sports logo out there.
Free advertising right there.
John, keys to the game tonight for a Smyrna victory.
I think the keys tonight will be the performance of Rodriguez Wilkes and Sonny Gray, who have kind of led them all year long. And I think if Jeremiah Bryson can have somewhat of a pretty decent game. He doesn't have to have spectacular, but he needs to get the ground game going a little bit better than they did last week and put up some pretty good yards. If he gets to 80 to 100 yards, I think very well Smyrna could come out victorious tonight. Independence, on the other hand, want to keep Smyrna from having the football, and I think part of their plan is to run the ball and establish it with Scotty Pettigrew, who's a pretty good ball player himself. And I think another key will be the fact of Smyrna's experience and that they've been here before. And that always seems to help quite a bit in these championship games.
Last night, South Pittsburgh defeated McKenzie 52-20 to win the Single-A championship. Gary Rankin's Alcoa Tornadoes defeated Goodpasture 35-3 to take 2A back-to-back years for Coach Rankin. Earlier today, David Lipscomb beat last year's state champion Knox Fulton 32-24, and Maryville won their fourth in a row, defeating Maplewood tonight 28-13. So we've had one upset, and as we talked to Philip Shadowans on the way in, one upset is enough. And, of course, Smyrna would be favored in this game, I think, just because they've been here before. John, that's got to be a factor as well, don't you think?
I think so, too. He was so very calm tonight before the game. I don't know if that was something we were misreading, but he seemed very, very, very calm. I think that's a good thing, and I think that's the way this team's taking it on tonight, is a kind of a business-like attitude, and I think that'll prevail for them tonight.
The purple and gold head out on the field. Purple uniforms, tops and bottoms. White numbers. Yellow helmets with the purple S on the side. The Eagles in the dark green with the dark green helmets and the eagle wing on the side. White tops and the hunter green numbers. And we are about ready to put the toe in this one. The clock reads 12 minutes. This is state championship football action on WGNS tonight. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, Tom Hoover here in the booth, along with Jeff Jordan. And strolling the sidelines tonight, as always, Donnie Johnson. Adam Woodard is readying himself out there. Ty Stennard is deep back around the 10. And we are underway. Kick is going to bounce at the 4-yard line and bounce into the end zone. So the 20-yard line is where the Independence Eagles will start. Your official kickoff time brought to you by Mullins Jewelry is 7:08. Mullins Jewelry on the square downtown. Charlie has a wide selection of jewelry for that special someone, and Christmas is just around the corner. We can hear those jingle bells.
And what a great kick by Adam Woodard, who has been doing that consistently, kicking it in the end zone. I think that's an important facet of the game that sometimes is not praised enough because it keeps from any kind of run back, and a good start for Smyrna's defense.
Sophomore quarterback Alex Heckman is going to work from the shotgun with Pettigrew split to his right and sends a man in motion. They go left side with Pettigrew, and he's going to be wrapped up after a 2-yard gain going left side. Smyrna defense holds them to 2.
Smyrna Bulldogs pretty good against the run, Brian. They've held some pretty good running backs the last 3 or 4 weeks. In fact, negative yardage last week at times. So against Bearden. So we expect the same tonight.
Jeremy King on the tackle for the Bulldogs. 2nd down and 8, just underway here in Blue Cross Bowl action. 5A state championship on the line for the Smyrna Bulldogs tonight. Heckman back to pass. 3-step drop, has some time. His protection collapses and throws an incomplete pass. And good defense by the Smyrna Bulldogs. Number 50, Jeremy King, got back in there and rushed the quarterback and actually leveled Heckman as he delivered that ball into no man's land. And, John, that could have been a pick, too.
Well, I got to give the credit to the secondary, too, because he had some time to throw in the beginning but couldn't find a receiver open until it was too late. And I think he got a little piece of his arm there to make that pass come up short.
3rd and 8 on the opening drive for the Independence Eagles. 2 wide left, 2 to the right. One of those out there is Isaac Baugh. Fake to Pettigrew, pass to Baugh, and Baugh going to be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. And the Smyrna Bulldogs have held, and maybe a late fumble. I think they're going to rule him down by contact.
Well, I think Smyrna will take it here. Well,
no, Smyrna has the football, I think. Yes, the Bulldogs have recovered the fumble at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is definitely a nice start, isn't it? Similar to last week, Smyrna the beneficiary of some turnovers.
You could not draw it up any better for the Bulldogs than this right here.
Well,
1st and 10 at the 21, John Dinkins.
Excuse me, Brian. Number 1, that was a great defensive play anyway. And now to get the football here, let's put some points on the scoreboard here early.
Rod Wilkes, Mr. Football to the left, back of the year in 5A. 2 more to the right. Sonny Gray at quarterback with Jeremiah Bryson split to his right. Working from the shotgun, it's Bryson, hit at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go for Jeremiah. Consiglio on the tackle for the Independence Eagles. 2nd and 10.
Ran that out of the shotgun formation, Brian, that time, and pretty easy to read Jeremiah coming over on that left side.
James Hudson over the football. Under center this time is Sonny Gray with the I backfield. So you've got Hendricks and Bryson. Gray passes right side to Wilkes. Now reverses field and going to be dropped at the 26 for a loss of 4. Well, Independence has definitely come with some heavy hitting here on the first 2 offensive series for the Smyrna Bulldogs.
Linebacker stayed home, went over there to the left side where Wilkes was standing, and no blockers in front of him. If he'd had a one-on-one matchup, Brian, I think it would have worked, but they read that play pretty well.
Pettigrew on the tackle. 3rd and now 15 for the Bulldogs. Ball back on the right hash at the 26-yard line. Gray going to work from the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, rolling out left side, and they come after him. Hit as he launches it, but Martin has it at the 10, at the 5, and going to be dropped for a first down for the Bulldogs. Consiglio made that touchdown-saving tackle on Will Martin. It's 1st and goal for the Dogs after a 21-yard pickup.
Well, the big thing there was the run after the catch, and we've always talked about how good Smyrna receivers do. He basically really didn't have the first down, but he did as soon as he made that one.
The number of personnel on the field will step aside as well. Smyrna knocking on the door. First and goal from the 5.
And picked up some valuable yardage to get him here on this first and goal.
Hendricks and Bryson are your backs, tailback, fullback, respectively. From the 5-yard line, Sonny Gray marks the signals. Handoff to Bryson. Bryson scampers into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. The freshman with the touchdown here to open up the Blue Cross Bowl after an Independence fumble.
Well, he followed the lead block of Jeremy King over there on that right side, and that's all she wrote, just an easy run there for Bryson. Went in untouched, basically.
Adam Woodard to attempt the point after. This occurred at the 9:23 mark of the first quarter. Snap, set, the kick is away, and this one is no good. No good. 6-0 Bulldogs.
Inside Sports on FM 100.5 and 101.9, AM 1450, TV 11, and go InsideSports.com.
Tonight's Blue Cross Bowl coverage brought to you in part by Clark's Cheesesteak Factory, Prentice-Salsa Heating and Air, the Smyrna Bowling Center, Mullins Jewelry, Murfreesboro Electric, and Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. Adam Woodard ready to kick off here after the Bulldogs take a 6-0 lead, missed the point after. And let's see, who is that? That is Isaac Baugh, I believe. Deep back. Baugh along with Williams. And Woodard gets the toe in it, gets a lot of toe in it, and another touchback. John, you do that all night, I guess you take it.
That's exactly right. You got to have that. That just eliminates any kind of possibility of any kind of run back, a missed tackle, or anything. So another great kick by Woodard.
Donnie Johnson's down on the field with a Steve Martin Construction field report.
Okay, thanks, Brian. Well, I'll tell you what, the Independents, of course, they had that fumble on their first possession. But one thing they're known for is they say they're extremely aggressive, and their offensive line is huge. It averages well over 250 pounds. So let's see if they get something going on this opportunity.
Alex Heckman is the quarterback. Hands off to Pettigrew, and he finds a little crease and falls forward to about the 23, 24-yard line on the 1st and 10 from the 20.
Brian, that Smyrna drive, 4 plays, 1 minute and 30 seconds off the clock for the score.
Cameron on the tackle on this first play on this drive for the Independence Eagles. So sack it down and about 6.5 yards to go. Heckman fakes to Pettigrew and goes left side and is going to be wrestled down at the 24, 25-yard line. There is a flag, and if I had to guess, that's going to be a face mask, but I don't know. It just looked like that in the pile.
Well, if it is, it's unfortunate because he didn't have anywhere to go. There was no place.
It is going to be against Smyrna. Waiting on the official to come tell us, and I think they're discussing on whether it's a personal foul face mask as well. Here's the call.
Personal foul, 15 yards, grabbing the face mask, purple.
So that is the personal foul, the big one against the Smyrna Bulldogs. And those penalties, John, you just cannot afford to have.
Oh, that was very costly. Instead of a third and about 5, now it's a first down here for Independence.
And the ball at the 40. Independence moving from left to right on your radio dial. And here's Heckman back to pass and finds Pettigrew in the backfield and now scampers to the 41, 42-yard line. So a 2-yard pickup. Pettigrew slipped a little bit on that, and we talked about field conditions, and it appeared that time, John, that the field may have cost him a yard or two.
Yeah, and they set that play up pretty well for that screen pass, but then when they the play started to go into execution, it just didn't I think the linebacker came up and did a good job of kind of breaking up the blocking in front of that.
Cameron on the tackle for the Smyrna Bulldogs. Sack it down, 8 yards to go. Heckman sends 2 wide left, now 3 as a man is in motion. Pass out there to him, and he slips and falls at the 42. And Independence yelling late hit, but I don't think so.
Well, he was down when he fell, but Smyrna couldn't take a chance on that, so he made sure, and that was Anthony Smith.
Pass out there to Ben Parker. 3rd and 9. They're saying a loss of 1. 3rd and 9 at the 41-yard line of Independence. Moving toward the campus, where I guess just about everyone in this room spent many hours. At Middle Tennessee State tonight. Back to pass, and Heckman hit as he launched it, intercepted, and it's Mr. Football, Rod Wilkes, and he's going to be brought down at the 42-yard line. INT for Rod Wilkes.
With a great hit there by Smyrna on Heckman that caused that interception.
So Smyrna converted the first turnover, a fumble, into 6 points. What can they do here with a 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line of Independence?
Well, the Eagles can't keep doing this, or it's going to be a long night. If Smyrna can convert on these kind of things, you're just giving them great field position every time they have the ball.
Wide side of the field is the left. Cody Hager out there is the lone receiver. Rod Wilkes to the right. Here's Sonny Gray. Gray to Bryson. Bryson tries to get the corner and can't. Lost a couple.
Well, we missed a block there on the left side, and Jonathan Robinson was able to come off that tackle or that block. And Bryson, if he could have just gotten by him, he might would have had some yardage, but to no avail. Loss of about 3 there?
It looks like 3 officially. Ball on the left hash now at the 44-yard line.
It appears they've got pretty good outside speed there from their linemen.
2 wide outs to either side of the field for Sonny Gray this time. And Bryson is split to his immediate right as Gray works from the gun. Back to pass. 3-step drop across the middle, and open in the middle of the field is Hager at the 30 and going to be dumped at the 29-yard line. Cody Hager. A pickup that time of about 15 yards. 15 yards to the 29, and it's a first down. Shepard on the tackle for the Eagles of Independence, but not before the Bulldogs convert on the first down play. Barton and Hager to the right. 2 receivers there. Short side of the field is the left. Rod Wilkes lined up there. Moving from right to left on your radio are the Bulldogs. Bryson scampers forward and stumbles up to about the 27-yard line, maybe even the 26.
It looked like Jeremiah was going to go right with it, then at the last second saw a little hole, went back, cut back left. Got about a yard there.
Consiglio on the tackle at the 28-yard line is where the Bulldogs will mark it up here for the second down play. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the first. 6-0 Bulldogs. 2 consecutive turnovers in their first 2 series for the Eagles of Independence. Gray back to pass. Wilkes there for the catch and to the end zone for the touchdown. From the 28, Sonny Gray found Rod Wilkes for the TD.
Well, ran a little slant route. Rod Wilkes. Ball was thrown maybe just a little behind him, but Wilkes, of course, with those sure hands, grabbed it, and that was all she wrote. He was in easily with a touchdown, 28 yards.
12-0. And the Bulldogs are going to kick here, it looks like, and are not going to go for 2. Adam Woodard. The snap, the holder is Gray. The kick is away by Woodard. It's up and good. It's 13-0. Bulldogs up. 2 turnovers by the Independence Eagles, turning into 2 touchdowns for the Smyrna Bulldogs. It's Blue Cross Bowl coverage on
100.5 and 101.9 AM 1450 and GoInsideSports.com.
Brian, 4 plays, 2 minutes, 15 seconds off the clock. Another touchdown for Smyrna. They lead at 13-0 here as we begin play. And here's Brian, back to you.
Well, it has been all Bulldogs here in the first quarter. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left, and the Bulldogs up here 13-0. Woodard to kick off. And this one is going to sail into the end zone as well. Touchback. That's the third consecutive time that he's done that, John. If he keeps on doing that, you guarantee yourself, that they're going to have to march at 80 yards on you, and that's hard to do.
Yeah, and so far they haven't proven that they can even go 10 yards, actually, without a penalty. And it's just been a rough night so far for the Eagles, an interception and a fumble, and great field position each time for Smyrna. And, Brian, it's hard enough to stop Smyrna when they get regular field position, or 20 or 30-yard line. But when you give them that kind of field position, it just doubles the chances they're going to score.
Here is Alex Heckman, the sophomore quarterback. Split backfield, fumbled, and the ball's rolling loose. And I think the Bulldogs may have this football. And the official says it's Bulldog football. Fumble recovery.
That exchange, it just popped out. You could see the ball in the air, and Pettigrew hopelessly trying to reach for that football and couldn't get it. And as soon as it did that, those Smyrna linemen were all over it.
Boy, Independence has to be shell-shocked right now. And, John, these are golden opportunities. Smyrna has done exactly what they needed to do in these first two. Do it again. I mean, not trying to be greedy, but my goodness, when you have something handed to you like that, you've got to take it.
6 seconds has gone off the clock since Smyrna had the ball last.
2 wideouts to either side for Sonny Gray. He's going to work from the shotgun. Third turnover and the third series here for the Bulldogs. Back to pass. Gray flushed out of the pocket, rolling left, passing as he's rolling to the end zone, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Boy, he had Wilkes there and just ran out of real estate to needle it in there to him.
But how hard that is to throw that ball running left against your body like that, and to get that much on the throw was unbelievable. That was a great, that's what you call a great throwaway. Just get rid of the football and throw it out of bounds.
They bring good pressure, John. They bring good pressure on the corners as well. But right now, the passing game, they have eaten up the secondary. Smyrna has.
I think slant routes and things up the middle are really going to be tough on Independence. They seem to be kind of stretching the defense out for the wide out, the pitch outs, but the middle looks like it's open.
2nd and 10 from the Independence 23. Here's Sonny, and he hits Will Martin. And Martin's going to be drug out of bounds right at the 13, make that the 12-yard line. At the 12, he's right there at the sticks, an 11-yard pickup there. Varus on the tackle, but it's a first down for the Smyrna High School Bulldogs. As they stretch the chains, they can get a first down at the 2. 1st and 10 from the 12. Ball on the right hash, I backfield with Brandon Hendricks as well as Jeremiah Bryson in the backfield. To the left is Wilkes, to the right Hager. Going with Bryson. The freshman tailback carries it down to the 7-yard line. Consiglio's 4th tackle for Independence. And their defensive stats are going to be up there. But Smyrna, they have lived a charmed life so far here with 4:42 left.
Well, we talked earlier about the inexperience and the experience. And I think you're seeing a little bit of that tonight in this first quarter.
2nd and 5, the ball at the 7-yard line. Sonny Gray working under center this time with the I backfield. Bryson carries it down to the 4. 3-yard carry, 3rd down. And short. Consiglio on the tackle again. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2.
He has to get to about the 2-yard line here?
Got to get to the 2, and the ball is marked at the 4, so he needs 2 yards for the first down, 4 for the touchdown. Same formation as the last time. Gray going to hand off to Bryson, and Bryson barrels his way, not to the end zone, but he got about 2 yards. It's going to be awfully close. He really needed to get between the 2 and the 3. They may have to measure depending on where they put it. He's going to have it right there.
Yeah,
I
it looks
think.
like he's inside the 2, and he does.
It is a first down for Smyrna High School. It's 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Smyrna rolls out with Wilkes to the right, Hager to the left.
They may try Bryson one more time.
The ball at the 2. Sonny Gray changing the play. Now steps up to the line. The play is to Bryson, and he gets in untouched to the end zone from 2 out. Jeremiah Bryson, touchdown Bulldogs.
Another TD, a 2-yard run this time for Bryson, and a little counter draw there, and Bryson was in easily for the score, and it can't be this easy. It's 19-0 right now.
Here comes Woodard to attempt the PAT. The hold by Sonny Gray. The kick is blocked. It's blocked, non-returnable, and it's going to be 19-0. Smyrna Bulldogs will be right back to Blue Cross Bowl coverage on WGNS.
To the heart of the action.
Mullins with the stretch, the pitch. Fastball swung on, gets by the first baseman.
Inside Sports.
And it's 2-0 Stars.
We're always at the game.
Smyrna scores 6 plays, 2 minutes and 8 seconds here, and they lead at 19-0, Brian.
19-zip. 3 turnovers, 3 Smyrna touchdowns, 2 fumbles and an interception. That has been the Independence offense tonight.
Now if you're Independence, the pressure starts to mount a little bit more as you've got to try to make things happen, but it's still early. We're just in the first quarter. The thing for Independence to do is not to panic.
This Woodard kickoff's going to be taken at the 5, 10, 15, 20, and oh my gosh, what a hit at the 22.
Well, when they return it, they only get about 2 more yards, so I guess it works out okay, doesn't it?
Cameron Williams on the return, and Drew Garner just laid him out. I mean, that was a hit we could hear up here in the press box.
They may want to kick it. They may want them to see it go in the end zone from now on if you're one of those ones running it back.
Donnie Johnson strolling the sidelines for Steve Martin Construction. Donnie.
Hey, thanks, Brian. Well, I tell you what, Smyrna is clicking on all cylinders right now, and that young sophomore quarterback, Heckman, he's having a hard time making handoffs, and they've got him listed at 5'11". I think he's even shorter, but right now he's having a tough time getting things going.
Donnie Johnson with a Steve Martin Construction field report. Pettigrew gets the pitch and gets a yard out of it. 3 minutes exactly on the clock. It's 19-0 Smyrna. Drew Garner on the tackle. Looks like maybe a yard and a half on the second down play. We'll call it second down. 8 3/4 yards to go. Heckman rolls out. Stephen Bilbo is the center. I backfield this time for Heckman and the Eagles. Heckman handoff this time to the tailback, Ryan Consiglio, and he picks up 3. Goes off the right side, 3rd down. Boy, John, they're trying to keep it safe this time and just build some confidence right now, it looks like.
Yeah, they desperately need to get a first down here, Brian.
Cameron with his 3rd tackle on the night for the Smyrna Bulldogs.
I'm not sure they're going to be able to get 5 yards here on the ground. They may have to go to the air again, but
first quarter is not in the books yet, and it's 19-0 Smyrna High School. 1 receiver, and he's wide left. And there's some movement, and I'm not sure.
Well, Smyrna moved a little bit, but I don't know if they got back in time. Then it looked like somebody from Independence moved. And that looks like the call, doesn't it?
Well, they are moving back. Here it is.
Dead ball, false start, White.
That's against Independence. False start on the Eagles, and it'll back them up 5.
Well, make that 3rd and 10 now. 4th and 10, excuse me. No, it should be 3rd.
3rd, yeah.
3rd and 10. Passing situation here. I imagine Smyrna's going to bring some pressure on that sophomore quarterback right here on this play.
Rod Wilkes has a one-on-one with the lone receiver to the right. Back to pass is Heckman. Heckman has some time, lofts one out there left side, and too long, incomplete. 4th down for the Independence Eagles.
You see Wilkes there. He followed that man all the way until he saw that the pass was just not going to get there, and then that's when he let go of him.
John, this is going to be the first time that Smyrna has not had the ball in Independence territory on the 3 plays that they've scored on, and that's if it's not returned
that's right.
by Rod Wilkes into Independence territory.
And, unless he just doesn't touch it, that's not very good odds that that's not going to happen.
He's standing at the 44.
He's going to let it. No, he's going to catch it.
He's going to have it right at the 44-yard line, goes right side, and he's going to be dumped at the 49-yard line. So he was 2 yards short of being in Independence territory. 51 yards to go to pay dirt here for the Smyrna Bulldogs at the 1:23 mark of the first quarter. Smyrna up here 19-0.
34-yard punt that time by Reese. About a 3-yard return by Will. Rod looked like he bobbled that just a little bit too, and by the time he got it under control, want to make sure he held on to it. By that time, Independence had kind of converged on him. Still pretty good field position, though. 49-yard line, not bad.
Jonah Hendricks and Cody Hager are wideouts to the right side. Smyrna is moving from south to north or right to left on your radio dial. Back to pass Gray and finds a wide open Hager and makes a great catch, stretched out for it, and picked up 9. Boy, did you see that pass and how Hager stretched out there for that one? Boy, that was a pretty play.
And I tell you, the Smyrna line did a great job, and Brandon Hendricks down there from his fullback spot, because it looked like the Eagles had a blitz going, and they picked it up beautifully.
Wilkes going to line up on the short side of the field. That's the right. Martin and Hager to the left. 2nd down, 1 to go. Gray to Bryson. Bryson 1 yard easily. 40, 35, 30. Cuts back outside at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, at the 5, to the end zone, to the corner, and the touchdown. Bulldogs! From 42 yards away, Jeremiah Bryson scampers in for the touchdown.
Boy, what a move in the open field. There it is. We can see it again on the replay, but what a great job there. Just took the safety, just left him. That's 3 touchdowns on the night for Jeremiah Bryson.
Here is Adam Woodard to attempt a point after. Snap is good. The hold by Gray is good. The kick is away, and this time it splits the uprights. It's 26-0 Smyrna Bulldogs with 33 seconds left in the first. We'll be back to Blue Cross Gold coverage on WGNS.
100.5 and 101.9 AM 1450 and GoInsideSports.com.
Welcome back. 2 plays for Smyrna. 50 seconds off the clock, capped by a 42-yard TD run by Jeremiah Bryson, and Bulldogs up 26-0.
Adam Woodard's kickoff. This one high, and touchback. So again, non-returnable kickoff. Ty Stannard was back there to cradle it in. 33 seconds to go, and well, John, I don't know. At some
things
point,
are really looking good. We're hitting extra points now. Got that worked out. We got that problem ironed out.
You almost are at a loss for words in the fact that Independence, I hope they don't wake up for a while. I'd hate to see.
They better wake up, or this game is going to be really out of control. It's still way early, though, Brian.
1st and 10, back to pass. Nice catch out there by Veras, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at around the 31-yard line, somewhere right there. Andrew Jenkins with the push out, but a nice pass by Alex Heckman, and that's really kind of what we expected here, but haven't seen much of that.
Yes, their second first down, only the first one that they haven't had a penalty as a result. 2 first downs here in the first half. The Independence crowd has been pretty quiet up until that first down there.
Heckman, they give him a first down on that play to Pettigrew, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and gets a yard out of it, maybe.
4 carries for Pettigrew, 7 yards rushing so far. Now, you know, MTSU has all these fancy control things and I have this updated equipment, and I cannot get used to it. I still go to the old, you know, pencil and paper.
That's the
here.
thing to do.
But, you know, I'm going to check and see how close I am. I'm way off. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm within 2 or 3 yards of them.
And there's your quarter at the end of one. It's Smyrna 26, Independence nothing. Blue Cross Bowl coverage on WGNS continues after this. Welcome back to Floyd Stadium, Middle Tennessee State University. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, Tom Hoover, and Jeff Jordan in the booth. Donnie Johnson strolling the sideline. 2nd and 8 for Independence, and he's hit. A quarterback sack of Heckman by Alex Jenkins. Whoa. Lost all the way back to the 22. Donnie Johnson on the sidelines. Man, what a hit.
See what, Jenkins just came on a blitz. No one blocked him whatsoever. He just got a clean hit on the quarterback, and just another huge play for the Bulldogs, guys.
Steve Martin Construction, 904-9639. They can build a perfect home for you at Steve Martin Construction. If you've got a dream, they can make it a reality. Here's Heckman back to pass, in some trouble again, and incomplete on the 3rd and 18. It's 4th down for the Eagles, and time to punt. Man, John, Smyrna has made it a miserable night for Independence so far here in the early part of the second quarter as the Bulldogs are up 26-0.
It's been a tough night so far, and you can see some indecision on the part of Independence. They just haven't been clicking, and again, we mentioned that experience factor, and I think it's really paid off well tonight for the Bulldogs so far.
Reese to punt for the second time tonight. It's going to bounce, and Wilkes is going to get away from it, and it's going to roll down to the 36-yard line. So Smyrna will have it at their 36 with 11:04 left before halftime and your Mullins Jewelry halftime show.
42-yard punt by Reese with no return by Smyrna, but still fairly good field position. But, Brian, can you believe it? This is the worst field position Smyrna's had tonight. And it's at the 36.
Yeah. Well, what did they get it at the 49 the last? Their own 49 the last time. Smyrna with a 1st and 10. Sonny Gray sending wideouts, twins to both sides. Back to pass. Gray finds Wilkes, and Wilkes at the 35 and going to be brought down at the 39-yard line. So a 3-yard pickup. Gray to Wilkes. Consiglio with his 6th tackle on the night for the Independence Eagles.
Sonny Gray's had only 1 incomplete pass thrown tonight. He's had a play that lost a few yards, but he's completed all but 1 out of 7 attempts. Ball at the 40.
2nd down, 6 to go. Gray changing the play at the line. High backfield with Brandon Hendricks and Bryson back there. Bryson gets it and going to be dropped for a loss of 3. Kind of slipped, and when he went down, there was a defender there, and that was partly the chase and partly the turf maybe there, John.
Yeah, we have seen them slip more Independence than Smyrna, but it looks like it's a little harder to make a little cut, especially in the middle part of the field, it seems like.
Barry on the tackle for a loss, and it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 for Smyrna. Gray going to work from the shotgun this time. And now Bryson is going to slide up to his left, and there's a flag on the play, a timeout. Smyrna got the timeout called. We'll step aside as well. The 9:34 mark of the second. It's Bulldogs 26, Eagles nothing.
Isn't it? You know, just
yeah, sure.
You know, visiting coach. You don't have to worry about it.
Here we go. 3rd and 10 for Smyrna. Ball at the 35. Quick pass across the middle, and it's for first down. Yes. Great pass to Jonah Hendricks, and that's a 16-yard pass and catch. Consiglio with his 7th tackle, but not before they move the chains, and it's a first down for the Bulldogs. Well, John, everything has gone right.
Well, anything in the middle's open tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. They've run a slant that time. Anything in the middle's open. And another first down, that would be 5.
Wilkes and Hendricks line up as receivers to the left or the short side. The ball is on the left hash. 2 more to the right, Hager and Martin. And Gray is going to work from the shotgun. His wingman to the left is Bryson in there to block, and now some open pasture for Sonny Gray at the 50, at the 45, and lunges to the 42 for a first down. Sonny Gray getting it done with his legs this time. Fowler on the tackle, John Dickens.
If anybody doubted Sonny Gray about worrying about getting hurt, he gave life and limb there. He just dove for that yard marker, too. He always knows where he is. That's a smart quarterback right there. And that is first down, first down, number 6 here in this half.
Ball in Independence territory now at the 42-yard line.
This is the longest drive Smyrna's had tonight. They haven't had to go very far, though, the other few times.
Lost count. Gray twins to both sides. Hand off Bryson. Goes left side. Strong arms down to the 41, maybe the 40. So a yard or 2 on that.
11 carries, 55 yards for Jeremiah here, plus 3 TDs on the evening.
Barry on the tackle. They're going to give him a yard, maybe a touch more, so 2nd down and 9. There is a lot of purple and gold in the stadium tonight. Thousands of Smyrna fans turned out here for the state championship game. They are right below us here. Smyrna is the home team on the scoreboard, and they have the home side here under the press box as well. Ball at the Independence 41. Back to pass that's hit at the line and tipped and falls incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
Well, just fortunate it was not intercepted. It didn't stay up in the air long enough.
Donnie Johnson's on the sidelines for Steve Martin Construction. Donnie?
Okay, start with that, Brian. Drop the old microphone there, but I'll tell you what, Smyrna's, you can just feel it down here on the sidelines. Of course, they're clicking on all cylinders. They're beaming with confidence, and so far, everything's going their way. If they can put another score here at the end of the first half, it could be a tough night for the Eagles of Independence.
Are you playing for Independence? You fumble the microphone, they fumble the football.
Well,
here's a touch pass out to Martin, and Martin going to be knocked out of bounds at the 22, Donnie.
Well, one thing Smyrna's not doing, and that's dropping any passes. They're very sure-handed, and once they're executing absolutely flawlessly so far tonight. So a great first half for the Bulldogs, guys.
Steve Martin Construction, specializing in custom homes, 904-9639.
That pass to Martin puts the ball down to the 23-yard line on the right hash. Smyrna knocking on the door here again. 1st and 10 with the first down pass to Martin. Gray looking left, passing left, and incomplete, they say, to Martin. Although he comes up with the football, his knee was down.
I have an important stat here to announce. Donnie Johnson is 3 for 6 in microphone fumble recoveries.
I'm not sure how many more fumble recoveries the microphone could take.
Does the microphone go on injured reserve after Donnie?
It probably will. At least this is the last football game of the season, so it can have the off season to recover. Yes, it does have a fracture.
Been playing injured all year, hasn't it, the mic?
2nd and 10. Bryson, they fake to him. Here's Gray. Quick pass across the middle, a little low. And the official says catch. Catch down at the 6-yard line. That would be a play if we had the review they would look at, I think, John. But they say a catch, And it's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs, first and goal from the 6.
Sonny Gray threw that ball perfectly, though. Will Martin had a guy all over him, and Sonny threw it low and to his outside, which enabled him to make the catch. If he wasn't going to make the catch, nobody was going to make the catch. Perfect throw, really.
And we've got a timeout on the field. We'll step aside as well at the 7:33 mark of the second quarter. 26-0 Bulldogs over the Eagles. Blue Cross Bowl coverage on WGNS.
I enjoy the energy that we have out here right now. Being here for all 3 games today, it just goes on and on and on. I think Smyrna right now is even surprised themselves, and I'm sure we're going to see this other team come back at halftime. They're a much better team than they're showing up right now. So we're just trying to keep our head on, keep focused, Coach.
First and 10 for Sonny Gray, and Gray is going to be sacked back to the 12-yard line. So a loss of 6, and Pettigrew got back in there. Steve Martin Construction with that field report, by the way. 904-9639. If you've got the perfect lot, Steve Martin can build the home of your dreams. 904-9639. Second and 12, and good defensive push that time by the Eagles, John.
Yeah, the good job by the secondary, too, keeping Sonny, didn't have anybody to give it to. Kind of in the red zone here, and makes it a little tougher to pass sometimes when you get down deep in their territory.
Pass goes left side. Wilkes is there, skies for it, and catches the touchdown ball. What an unbelievable catch by Mr. Football, Rod Wilkes, from 12 yards away.
Well, that's what Peyton Manning does to Marvin Harrison. That's exactly what he does. They get in the red zone, and he just throws one up there, and Rod Wilkes' athletic ability is just phenomenal. He just out-leaped. He just out-jumped the defender. Another touchdown pass for Sonny Gray, and, boy, they've hooked him up a few times in the last 3 or 4 years, haven't they?
That is the truth. Here's Adam Woodard's point-after attempt, and it is good. 33-0 Bulldogs over the Eagles. 6:48 left here in the second. You're listening to Blue Cross Bowl coverage on WGNS.
10 plays for the Smyrna Bulldogs. 4 minutes and 56 seconds taken off the clock here. 33-0 Smyrna on top. Brian?
Here's the Adam Woodard kickoff. And it is going to be returnable this time, taken at the 2. 10, 15, 20, 25, 26-yard line goes Ty Stannard, the sophomore.
Adam obviously getting tired. He didn't make the end zone that time.
Missed it by 2 yards. Doggone it. Alexander on the stop. And a 24-yard return for Stannard.
Well, Dr. Johns made a good point down there on the sidelines of that talk with Donnie. I think that maybe it is surprising Smyrna just a little bit how easily they've scored. Of course, now this comes to the old point of the game where you got to keep that momentum when you go into halftime too.
Keep on keeping on.
That's right. Don't let up.
Here's Pettigrew, goes left side, stumbles across the 30, 31, and crawls up to the 31-yard line. Second down. Nice carry of 5 yards for Pettigrew. Now, we're 2 points away from the clock running for the rest of the game too. It's 33-0 Bulldogs. A new rule, the mercy rule in effect. Would be the first time in state championship history it happened. Pass is incomplete out there at the 40, intended for Isaac Ball. 3rd down and 4.
Well, that pass should have been caught. You've got to catch those when you're down by the margin that the Eagles are down. You've got to catch that football.
3rd and 4 with 6:08 left before half. Smyrna up 33-0 in the 5A state championship football game. Here's Heckman back to pass, and leveled is Alex Reese as he tried to make the catch.
Well, Cody Hager just
that was big.
Lowered the boom on him. And, boy, everybody in that secondary is really hitting tonight and causing some real problems for the Eagles.
4th down, and the Eagles forced to punt. But, John, they've had it, once in Smyrna territory tonight in the first half so far?
Well, Brian, I just got to say they've been outmatched. in this game so far. Now things could change, and we're not even the half yet, but they've certainly been outmatched by the Bulldogs right now so far.
Ball going to be picked up at the 21 by Rod Wilkes. Goes left side and gets up to the 26-yard line. 5-yard return for Rod Wilkes. It'll be 1st and 10 for Smyrna High School at the 26-yard line.
Could look for Smyrna to run a little clock off here now. Maybe try Bryson a little bit more. Could try to establish that running game, and at the same time maybe put one more score on the board. 33-0 is our score, Brian, and it's been, 8 first downs by the Bulldogs. 8.
All purple and gold in this first half for sure.
10 first
downs. 2 wide downs to either side. Gray from the shotgun, hands off to Bryson. Bryson stops and then waits for traffic and lunges forward at the 28-yard line. A nice little run there by Jeremiah of 4 yards. Well, let's make it 3. Consiglio's 8th tackle on the night. Well, what a beautiful view here. A little hazy, a little foggy, but a beautiful view from the press box here at Middle Tennessee State University. Host many years now of the state championship games.
Turned out to be a pretty good night, didn't it? And
it did.
It's jacket weather, really, in December. Pretty good.
Mid-50s, can't complain. 2nd and 8. Here's Bryson, left side, 35-40, cuts back outside, 45-50, 45, and dumped at the 44-yard line. Jeremiah Bryson, a monstrous run for the freshman. He was pulled down by Shepard of the Independence Eagles, but not before a first down for Smyrna High School. A 28-yard pickup for Jeremiah Bryson.
He now is up to 83 yards rush. We mentioned in the pregame we needed a good night out of Jeremiah, and 80 to 100 yards. Well, he's definitely done that. 83 now on 12 carries. 11 first downs for Smyrna.
Bryson goes out on this play. I believe that's Sanders in there as the back. He's going to block. Pass. Intended for Hendricks, and it hit him in the numbers, and then he lost the ball. And it went another 10 or 15 yards downfield. Incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10. Four minutes, 33 seconds left here before halftime. Jeff Jordan will have your Mullins Jewelry halftime show for you. Hager and Martin wide right, 2 to the left for Smyrna High School. And flags. Whistles and flags. Somebody was offsides here, I would think. Here's the official with the call on the field.
Penalty against Smyrna.
And here's Gray rolling out right side in some trouble and lofts one out there, and incomplete, goes out of bounds. Well, what a good job there. Just throw it away. He's done that twice tonight to get out of trouble. Independence brought a lot of pressure that time. 3rd and 15 now.
Well, this is just about a must hold here for Independence. If they give up this first down, I can see Smyrna scoring again, to be quite honest with you. Still plenty of time left in the first half.
Penalty marks the ball back at the 49, the nose of the football on the left hash. Sonny with twins both sides. Wilkes split to the right. Gray runs out of the pocket, gets a nice block, and is going to be slung down, however. Couldn't cut it upfield. Slung down at the 49, a loss of 2. Consiglio again with the tackle. He has had a heck of a game. 9 tackles for him and a 4th down for Smyrna High School. And would this be right, their first punt?
It is their first punt. First time they've not scored in a possession.
Tyrone Shepard is back. And here's Sonny Gray's first punt of the night. Fair catch called for, and then they don't even attempt it. It's going to be downed at the 19-yard line. 32-yard kick for Sonny Gray. And now 81 yards to go for the Independence Eagles. 3:33 left before half, and Smyrna up here 33-0 tonight.
Yes, it's the first time that they've had to punt, and they didn't go conservative, though, Brian. You know, they didn't run the ball as much as I thought maybe they would on that possession. Bryson had that great run, but other than that, they still throwing the football. I was kind of glad to see that.
Baugh and Parker, receivers to the right for Alex Heckman. At quarterback, they bring some pressure, hit, and they're going to say incomplete. It hit the turf, but man, he was decked.
Well, Heckman has misfired on his last 4.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball marked ready at the 19-yard line.
Well, when you're down 33-0, you're kind of like a sitting duck, aren't you? I mean, you know, you're going to...
You know they're going to pass.
Yeah.
Almost always. And now here they go with the draw play. That gets them exactly 1.5 yards. Third down. Well, John, they can't afford, 2 yards and that's it. It's just not going to work.
Well, they've done a really good job the last 3 or 4 weeks, haven't they, on this drive to the championship that they've done of stopping the main running back of the opposing team, haven't they?
Boy, they have definitely been challenged. Here it is, 3rd and 8 to go for the Eagles. Twins to both sides. Heckman across the middle, tipped and incomplete. Almost picked off there by Cody Hager. Donnie Johnson, what's on your mind down there on the sidelines?
Well, Brian, I'll tell you what, it's just more of the same for Independence. Once again, that's just another pass that went right through the hands of the receiver, and they just can't get anything going on offense. Now, Smyrna's going to have the ball with a chance to put some more points on the board here, perhaps, before the end of the first half.
Donnie Johnson checking in on the sidelines for Steve Martin Construction, 904-9639. And here is the punt by Alex Reese. Wilkes is going to take it at the 36-yard line. At the 40, at the 45, spins, fumbles, but landed on it. And it'll be Smyrna football at the 47-yard line. Smyrna living the charmed life right now. Hamilton with the tackle. Wilkes with a 16-yard return, fumbled it late as he was going down and recovered it. 2.5 minutes left here, and John, plenty of time, and I don't think it would be too much to say to be greedy here, but you take what you can get because you don't know what's going to happen in the second half.
Yeah, it's championship time. You just try to put as many points on the board as you can.
Sonny back to pass, looking right, passing right, finding Hager right side to the 32. And it's a first down for Smyrna High School. A pickup of 15 yards. Gray and Hager.
I like what they're doing. They're still just doing the same. The game plan hasn't changed any. Still hitting all of his receivers. He has hit Wilkes, Hager, Martin, all of them for at least 4 receptions, excuse me, not touchdown. 4 receptions, though. Each of them have 4. So he's really sprayed it around tonight, Sonny.
Shepard and Consiglio with the team tackle that time. 1st and 10 after the first down for Smyrna. Pass, and just off the fingertips of Hager, incomplete.
Gray just got creamed there by number 44 for the Eagles, and that's Coffee. I guess Gray got a cup of coffee there.
Got more than a cup of coffee. Somebody brought the cream and sugar. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 32 on the right hash. Hager and Martin to the left. To the right, Rod Wilkes. High backfield with Brandon Hendricks and Jeremiah Bryson. Bryson gets the handoff, goes left side, turns, spins up the left side, down to the 29-yard line. 3-yard pickup, and Consiglio with his 11th tackle and timeout on the field will take one too. 33-0. Bulldogs up, 1:51 left before halftime. Stay with us. Blue Cross Bowl coverage on WGNS.
Your online source for county prep football coverage.
Sonny Gray back to pass and sacked. Brought down at the 39-yard line on the third down play. It'll be 4th down. Donnie Johnson, you've got another guest down there.
Right, well, we're back with Dr. Johnson. Dr. Johnson, I neglected to mention that, to say congratulations on being selected as Rutherford County's Physician of the Year. Congratulations.
There's nobody as surprised as I was, though. My wife, Betsy, had me set up.
35-3, Alcoa defeated Good Pasture in the AA game, and Coach Gary Rankin is here in the booth to talk to us about that and other things. Lipscomb upset Fulton today. Maryville won their 4th in a row over Maplewood, 28-13. Here it's 33-0. Smyrna with a 4th down play, and they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Sonny Gray, quick punt. Nobody back, and they're going to pin Independence back at the 1. Boy, it took a perfect bounce. Man alive. When does that happen? I guess when Lady Luck's on your side, huh?
Luck be a lady tonight, and boy, Smyrna has had it. But now I'm not going to take anything away. They played good football too. So
I thought it was going to dribble into the end zone for a touchback, but it didn't.
Sometimes you create your own luck too, you know. Well, Independence can't ask for anything better now with the field position, can they? 2-yard line, their own, with 1:26 to go here in the first half, trailing 33-0. Can it be any bleaker than that at this point?
Well, it could after a play or two if they don't get out of the shadows of their end zone. Bilbo over the football, the center for the Eagles of Independence. And blocking left side, and they get it to Pettigrew, and nice run here by Scott up to the 10. Well, they say he was out of bounds at the 9.
It was an excellent run that time. Kind of a dangerous run, going counter left out there to the outside, but Pettigrew did a good job.
Wilkes forced him out.
2 first downs for Independence. Only one now. Those first downs came legitimately. The other one a penalty.
8-yard pickup. Gives them a 2nd and 2 from their own 10-yard line with 1:20 on the clock. Left here before halftime. Going right side is Heckman, the quarterback, dives forward to about the 14-yard line. And it's enough for an Independence first down with 1:13 on the clock.
Well, Smyrna will give them all night long to them in the
Eagles first down with the ball at the 14. Independence fans have not had much at all to cheer about tonight. It's been all Smyrna Bulldogs here in this 5A championship game. Back to pass, Heckman has some time and incomplete. Alex Reese hit him right in the fingertips, and he dropped it.
How many times has that happened to Heckman, though? He's had like 5 of those passes dropped, either across the middle. That one was a drop.
1:01 left before half. John, I'm not sure that we've seen such a dominating performance.
It's been a while, but
and at this level of game, Heckman going for the deep ball and incomplete. No flags on the play. Jonah Hendricks defending.
Well, that was pretty close, wasn't it? I mean, he had his arms wrapped. I couldn't tell whether he had them around him or not. They may show a replay out here where we can see it. But, Brian, that was a perfectly thrown pass, though. It was right there. And, again, they couldn't hold on. The defense was pretty good.
And it was intended for Isaac Ball, and he is down on the sidelines. And I'm not sure the officials have realized it yet, and they get him off the field. Boy, Ball took quite a hit, got wrapped up, and we've got a timeout on the field. We'll step aside as well. Bulldogs leading here, 3rd and 10 here for Independence. back at their own 14-yard line, 55 seconds left before halftime, and the Bulldogs leading here 33-0. Heckman rolls out right side, makes the quick pass, and it's complete, yes, to Ben Parker at the 28-yard line. Now, this is the Independence that we thought we would see, a 14-yard pass and catch. But they've dug themselves a 33-point hole here. First down for Independence.
Smyrna doesn't want to get beat long or anything. They'll give up those 10, 11-yard routes, but nothing long here.
To the left, Alex Reese, as well as Jeff Veras, and another receiver, 3 wide left. Burns it across the middle, intended for Jeff Veras, and incomplete.
The stats really don't look very good for Independence right now.
Not good at all.
Not good at all. Totally a good dominated defensive game by Smyrna.
Tom Hoover says their defensive stats look good, and they've been on defense most of the night, so I guess they would.
I don't know if a lot of tackles is a good thing, you know.
Numerous tackles for Independence. They've been on defense a lot. Here's Heckman going for the deep ball, and incomplete, tipped by Wilkes. Yeah, intended out there by Isaac Ball.
Good play by Wilkes. He tipped that ball, knew where the ball, looked back, knew where the ball was going, and deflected it just in time.
Third down, 10 to go with only 41 seconds showing before half. And Independence here will trot to the line for the 3rd and 10.
Brian will have Roger Garfield from the D&J on Monday night's Ideas Inside Sports Scene to talk about this game and in depth. We'll either have him live or on the phone. Tom will be there, and Donnie.
Sounds like a plan. Here's Heckman. No, he's going to be sacked. Right. And the Brownback special out there by Jeremy King got in there with the QB sack.
Well, he's lucky he held on to the football because it kind of hit him on the blind side, and Heckman did a good job of holding on to it.
Dumped him at the 19, 4th and long, like 20 we'll call it. And Independence forced to punt, and they may not have to with only 10 seconds, and they don't, because the play clock says 16. So the clock is going to roll out here on the first half, which has been colored all purple and gold. The Smyrna Bulldogs are just a half away from a history-making back-to-back state football championship. Hope you'll stay with us. We'll see if the Bulldogs can hold on to this one. When we come back, Jeff Jordan will join you for the Mullins Jewelry halftime show as a very special guest that you'll recognize when we come back.